The football market is heating up, and the rumors are flying fast. We are diving straight into the chaos surrounding Tottenham Hotspur as they scramble to save their season. Reports are confirming that Spurs are eyeing a massive summer move for Juventus midfielder Khephren Thuram to bolster their struggling squad. Can they pull off this ambitious recruitment while fighting off the threat of relegation?
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Next up, we have a major standoff developing in Turin. Juventus has officially slammed the brakes on all contract negotiations with star striker Dusan Vlahovic. With no talks scheduled until the season concludes, the pressure is mounting on the Bianconeri to secure their Champions League future. Will this delay force Vlahovic toward a shock-free transfer exit? It is a struggle for survival at the bottom of the table, and Leeds United is looking for a lifeline in the form of an unwanted Juventus attacker. The club is reportedly studying a move for Lois Openda, who has fallen completely out of favor under Luciano Spalletti. Could a move to the Premier League be the fresh start this struggling striker needs to reignite his career? Finally, we take a moment to honor a true professional as the football world mourns the tragic loss of former Juventus and Arsenal goalkeeper Alex Manninger. The 48-year-old was a beloved figure who left a lasting mark during his time with the Bianconeri and beyond. Rest in peace to a great athlete and a man of rare values. If you want to stay up to speed with all these developing stories, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for instant updates. Is Tottenham Hotspur about to pull the trigger on a desperate rescue mission? It sounds crazy, but the latest reports suggest they are eyeing Juventus midfielder Khephren Thuram as their secret weapon for a potential summer rebuild. Let's be real, miserable is putting it lightly for Spurs right now. They are currently languishing in 18th place, and this has easily been the most catastrophic campaign for the club in decades. It is almost surreal to think that this is the same team that lifted the Europa League trophy just last season. But after a disastrous fallout with Ange Postecoglou and 2 failed coaching experiments with Thomas Frank and Igor Tudor, the club is in total freefall. Now, the pressure is squarely on Roberto De Zerbi to pull off a miracle and keep them in the Premier League. The irony here is rich. How can a club staring down the barrel of relegation expect to lure a top-tier talent like Thuram? Well, the answer lies in the business side of Serie A. While Juventus views the 25-year-old as an absolute pillar of their midfield, they aren't calling him untouchable. If the Bianconeri miss out on Champions League football, they might need to balance the books, and Thuram is exactly the kind of high-value asset that could be sold for a massive profit. Since his arrival from Nice for just €20 million back in 2024, his value has effectively doubled. It's a classic high-stakes gamble. Juventus sacrifices a key starter for a quick cash injection, while Tottenham desperately hopes a marquee signing can plug a gaping hole in their midfield. But tell me, do you think a single playmaker can save a team currently in such a deep identity crisis? Or is this just another short-sighted move for a club in chaos? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and make sure you're subscribed for the latest transfer updates. After all, in the world of football, the biggest mistakes often happen when teams start swinging for the fences while the house is already on fire. Is Dusan Vlahovic playing his final games for Juventus? It feels like just yesterday we were bracing for contract negotiations between the club and their star striker, but now, everything has gone completely silent. According to the latest scoop from La Gazzetta dello Sport, Juventus has officially slammed the brakes on all contract talks, pushing any discussions until the final whistle of this season. We are looking at just 75 days until the end of the campaign, and honestly, the uncertainty hanging over the Allianz Stadium is palpable. Is this a strategic move by the club to wait for Champions League qualification, or is the writing already on the wall for a messy breakup? CEO Damian Kamali was blunt when addressing the press this week, effectively telling everyone to stop asking, because no updates are coming until the season concludes. Now, consider the logistics. Juve reportedly wants Vlahovic to slash his massive €12 million salary in half. Would you agree to a 50% pay cut? It is a huge ask, and his camp has historically been cold to the idea of spreading out that income. To make matters more stressful, Vlahovic is currently sidelined with a muscle injury, leaving him in limbo on multiple fronts. Here is the spicy twist. The delay has sparked rumors that AC Milan might swoop in for a free transfer move this summer, provided they can clear some roster space. It is a massive gamble for all parties involved. If you want to stay ahead of this high-stakes drama, make sure to hit that subscribe button. As the season winds down, one thing is certain. In the world of professional football, silence is rarely a good sign for a player's future. Could a disastrous Italian experiment be the secret weapon Leeds United needs to survive? We are talking about Lois Openda, the Belgian forward who, just last summer, looked like the future of Juventus before reality hit like a freight train. When Juve pivoted from Randall Kolo Muani to Openda on deadline day, they thought they had found a bargain. But after coughing up a total of nearly €45 million, the club is now staring at a massive financial headache. With just 2 goals in 36 appearances, it is safe to say his time in Turin has been a massive flop. Luciano Spalletti has already iced him out, and the Bianconeri are desperate to offload him. That is where Leeds United enters the frame. Reports suggest the Whites are circling, eyeing a potential move for the speedster if they can secure their Premier League status. Now, let's be real. Openda has struggled with the tactical grind of Serie A, but his raw pace and direct style of play might actually thrive in the chaotic, end-to-end nature of English football. It is a gamble, sure, and he is not the only one in the mix, with Bournemouth also sniffing around, especially if they make a managerial change. Leeds fans, do you see this as a savvy reclamation project or another expensive mistake waiting to happen? Hit that subscribe button to keep up with all the latest transfer drama, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Is Openda the missing piece for the Whites, or should they look elsewhere? After all, in the ruthless world of the Premier League, one wrong signing can be the difference between glory and the drop. The football world is in shock today as we mourn the tragic loss of a true professional, former Juventus and Arsenal goalkeeper Alex Manninger, who has passed away at the age of 48. It is a heartbreaking reminder of how fragile life truly is. Reports confirm that Manninger was involved in a devastating collision at an unguarded level crossing near Salzburg early Thursday morning. Despite the rapid response of emergency services, there was nothing they could do to save him. Thankfully, the 25 passengers on board the train were unharmed, but the loss of a man who gave so much to the game is a heavy blow for everyone who followed his journey. Manninger's career was the stuff of dreams. After cutting his teeth in Austria, he burst onto the scene with Arsenal back in 1997, later carving out a distinguished path through Serie A. Many of you will fondly remember his time at Juventus starting in 2008, where he served as a reliable backup to the legendary Gianluigi Buffon. He didn't just fill a spot. He stepped up whenever the team needed him, earning a Scudetto and showing the kind of consistency that coaches dream of. With 42 appearances and 13 clean sheets for the Bianconeri, he proved he wasn't just a backup, but a true professional. Yet, what makes Manninger's story so unique is what he did next. Instead of chasing the limelight after retirement, he walked away from the stadium lights and picked up a hammer, training as a carpenter and moving into house renovations. It speaks volumes about the man's character. He was humble, grounded, and possessed a work ethic that went well beyond the penalty area. Juventus honored him beautifully, describing him as a man of rare values whose legacy is built as much on his off-pitch character as his saves. If you have memories of Alex Manninger's time between the posts, please drop a comment below and share them with the community. Rest in peace, Alex. You were a true professional to the very end. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates, and take a moment today to appreciate those you hold dear.